here's the thing. You always get a warning. Actually, you get several warnings before the destruction comes. That's what people leave out. And so in this situation, I think that, and like you saying, and just based on the timeline and from someone who's actually seen the inside out, which is crazy. I really didn't know that. You did something. It wasn't, and like you said, it could have been a long standing beef and it just finally came to a head, but you wasn't in there like, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again. You wasn't doing that because you would have got shanked for that. You would have got shanked for that. It was probably something else. So ethically, morally correct, even taking the jail sentence portion out of it, because all of us not necessarily going to go to jail or prison in any way, shape, or form, right? But there's a situation where I feel like someone may be trying you, or trying to test your manhood, or trying to see if you really own that. Or it ain't even always with fighting. What happens at your job? What happens when your boss try to little boy you? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be like, and it's like I could get there with you, but because they do have seniority, if I go back and forth with you, this is gonna keep going. And I could
No,
just let you have it now and it be over with. Go
to
ahead.
add on to that, it's like the most common I can say on this is like when you get in your car and somebody cut you off.
Yeah.
That road rage is real. Like you flicking them, you trying to speed up to them, you doing everything in your power just to try to get back in. Like for what?
There's no point. No point. WSMD, what's your man doing in this situation? So in this situation, like I said, hopefully none of y'all go to jail. If you have been, I hope you don't go back. But in this situation, but in this situation, honestly, y'all, like, just think before you make these decisions, because that's the whole point of my podcast, is helping young millennial men making healthy decisions, right? In his situation, with him going to jail, that wasn't the best decision. It made the most sense. It actually happened to one of my homeboys too. He didn't get a DUI though, but he did get a ticket because the car was running. Because see, one of my homeboys, when I was drinking heavy, I remember I used to be like, when I pull up to my apartment complex, because I got some steps and I don't feel like it, so I would like park and then just lay back in my car for a minute. But my homeboy was like, stop doing that because they will try to get you for a DUI for that reason. So even
Mhm.
though you at your house, even though it's parked, he was like, so I mean, and it might be some different technicalities, but still, it's just
If
not
the
working.
key is in the ignition, it's technically a DUI. That's how they
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah. So but once again, another parallel. Y'all both made decisions under the influence. Now, I think they was doing some more stuff at that party. That's just me. I can't prove that. But they was under some influences, and it just goes to show you, like, these influences be destroying people.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying you should never drink again or smoke weed again, whatever you do, but I just think that you need to be very conscious of where, what, who, when, and why, because a lot of these cases stem from that. Yeah. Anything else you want to add to this scenario before we go to the final topic?
Um, it was what should men do, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, I kind of we kind of touched on it. It's like really, mm, most of my friends, I tell them all the time, like, yo, forget your pride, forget your ego. Like when you're able to control your emotions in all settings and all scenes, then you're a truly powerful person. Then you're truly a man. But if a person can say some words and it gets you all bubbled and triggered and make you all angry and mad, then who really has control of you? Is it you or
right,
that other person?
yeah,
It's like when you master that, when you master emotions and no person can say anything to you that would make you mad or upset or aroused in any manner, then you learned how to control yourself as a man. Until then, you're still a little boy, bro. So step your game up, fam.
you still a little boy. Step your game up, fam.